Hi everyone, my name's Kirill Butler. I graduated last year, year 12, from Wesley College, Perth. I got a 98 ATAR and I'm a current recipient of the John Curtin Undergraduate Scholarship at Curtin University in Western Australia. So today I'll be talking to you about how I dealt with stress, how you can deal with stress, the three things, the three most important things that I found help me deal with stress in year 12, so I hope you enjoy. So the first thing that helped me throughout year 12 was understanding and accepting that stress is inevitable. Year 12 is certainly a stressful year. It's a lot more stressful than my first semester at university at the moment. And understanding that there will be stress helps you sort of relax a little bit more, because understanding that everyone's going through the stress and that it will be difficult. You've got to really put in the effort and you've got to find ways that work for you in terms of study, in terms of relaxing, in terms of dealing with stress. And in saying that, by understanding and accepting stress, you can control how you're feeling. You can control your stress levels. By every day thinking about how you can be happier, how you can relax, and understanding that at the moment you are being stressed, you can begin to manage it. So for example, personally, I went for runs, especially when I was stressed, because as weird as it may sound, going for runs and pushing my body to the limits, running as hard as I could, that pain was greater than the pain and the stress I was feeling, say with an assessment due the next day, with an exam in a couple of days. So certainly finding what works for you. If you haven't really found anything that sort of at least helps bring down your stress levels a bit, first things first, talking with family and friends about it. And secondly, try running. It's something that I know worked for me very well and worked for my friends just as well. My second point in dealing with stress is understanding that stress is necessary for growth. We go to the gym and we put our muscles under a lot of stress and strain. We really work them in order to grow our muscles and develop in a physical manner. And that's just the same with our workload at school. Year 11 and 12 will be a lot more stressful than most of us have ever experienced in terms of mental strain and mental stamina throughout the rest of our high school experience. And by understanding that stress is necessary for growth, in times of major stress, when things are getting difficult, you understand that these things happen. It is a stressful time and you are developing as a person. And it will help you not get into a rut where you feel like giving up, because you understand that things are difficult. However, by persevering, just like you might in the gym when you are really sore, the next day, the next week, you will be better. And you'll be able to handle these exercises, these problem sets, these essays in a much better manner in the future. And hopefully by the time you get to your exams, you're in a much better state to manage these stresses. And this is something that will help you through the rest of your life, no matter what sort of stresses you come across. My third and final point in dealing with stress in year 12 is finding ways to enjoy the content more, enjoying your classes more, and just having a fun time, I guess. As hard as that may seem at times. Because at the end of the day, year 12, although it's testing your mathematics and English and it's almost gauging your ability to succeed at university, it's about finding your passions and seeing what you're going to pursue in the future. So for me personally, finding things that I enjoyed in the content and really focusing on them, looking at getting as much information from those content things that I enjoyed was really helpful. For example, in physics class, there were some aspects of physics that I was a little bit iffy on. I certainly didn't enjoy them as much as others. For example, electromagnetism and modern physics, looking at the flow of electricity in magnets, sort of the nature of light and space travel, things like that. They were sort of interesting for me, but I certainly didn't find them as interesting as like the structural and dynamic aspects of physics, which is sort of how things stand, how things move around, which is sort of what I'm studying at university, engineering, full of that sort of physics, not so much the modern physics aspect like quantum mechanics. So certainly focusing on those things you like, although it probably led to the detriment of my grade in modern physics and electromagnetism, helped me stay happiest, helped me stay a lot more focused. And I enjoyed physics a lot more than, say, if I really stressed about modern physics or electromagnetism. So yeah, certainly finding those things you enjoy. And with that being said, you have to have that mindset. You're looking for things you enjoy. If you say, "Oh, I hate this subject," chances are, you hate this subject. Certainly it's hard and it's weird to get into this habit, but you've really got to begin to convince yourself that you like this subject right from the beginning. Especially if you guys are going into year 12 next year. As soon as you start a class, convince yourself you like it. You're passionate about what you're learning about. And when you're passionate, your thoughts become your words, they become your actions. And certainly a lot more can get done when you convince yourself that you enjoy it. Just try it. Try embracing the notion that you love this subject. It's a weird thing to get your head around it, especially if you think you hate the subject. I'm looking at you guys in English. Certainly I know a lot of my friends hated English, but you've got to convince yourself and find those things that you do enjoy. For example, I don't know, in English, maybe take a greater look at the philosophical aspect, or I don't know, whatever you're passionate about, try and bring it into your subjects. For example, maybe in sport, try and bring a sports edge into physics or maths. See how you can sort of apply it, and hopefully that will help make your classes and the content that you're learning more enjoyable. And don't stress about things that you don't enjoy so much, because eventually you'll move on from that. So yeah. I hope my advice and experiences have helped you, given you a couple of points that you can use in your studies, in your life. When it comes to stress, especially in year 12, you've got to understand that this year will end. There will be stresses in your life in the future. You're probably stressed at the moment, especially if you've clicked on this video. But I think that understanding that this stress will end, there will be ups and downs in your life. You've got to celebrate the ups and keep persevering through the lows. Will certainly help, and yeah, I hope these tips have given you a bit of inspiration for how you can better deal with stress. So yeah, best of luck to those with exams coming up, and I wish you all the best for your future endeavours. Thank you.